next round of 16, not the quarterfinal between Foggy and Ente, because we were able to jump into Hitman versus StarShaped. StarShaped, one of the big surprises of the Rising Star Cup so far, making it into the top 4 twice, pretty much every single time. Will the American, the WGL participant, break his streak? And in the first time playing this cup, make it into the round of 8 immediately? We'll see that on Concealed Hill.
Hitman certainly going into this as the big favorite, one of the most talented players in the scene from the United States, certainly the most promising prospect for the future, and is damn motivated to play, as it seems. Has been grinding on netties for many months now, and is really putting in the work, and it's showing as well, with him getting stronger and stronger over time. StarShaped also playing on netties, also been getting stronger, but still Hitman, make no mistake, is the favorite here. So, what do we have? Normally in this matchup, it is still about Keeper, it is still about expansion, but StarShaped sometimes has his own ideas, as seen before with the Potom with the Owl Scout first, and other interesting strategies.
Oh yeah, I won't forget about that. In the early rounds, that was. Hitman teching to tier 2 already with a 1 burrow tech and a Blade Master. StarShaped moving over to the Nulls pretty much immediately to secure level 2. By the way, thank you Pooney for the 4-month resub. Thanks for the awesome tournament. Thank you for watching and maybe even taking part. And a 10 euro donation by 4 Glory Heaven. I saw you signed up as well. Glad to see you in this tournament. And once again in our round of supporters. Thank you very much.
Hitman creeping here in the middle of the Spider Grab camp. StarShaped playing aggressively now on level 2. I always feel like, is that the right way to go? Isn't early level 3 Keeper always something you want? But of course, if he can find some Borrow Cats or something like that in the main, that would be pretty good. But he's aiming for the peons instead. One of them certainly will be lost. Oh, the Archer is blocking the way. That's kind of cute with the Shadow Melt. But there's another opening into the main, so this doesn't exactly seal off the main base. And the Blade Master is returning. Where's the Grunt? Oh, the Grunt is healing at the fountain, so it's all up to the Blade Master now to deal with this.
So far, he does a good job with the Circlet. 2 peons killed and the Burrow, though. Strong push by StarShaped. No dust on the Blade Master, so the Archer is safe for now. And Hunts are coming in. No sign of an expansion just yet. Tier 2 on the way. A little slower, of course, than Hitman's. But, alright. This Burrow kill didn't do too much. He can still go for more grunts, can still go for whatever second hero he decides to go for. But the Archer is really annoying.
Lumber-wise, it might be an issue. Might not be enough for Shadow plus Lodge right away. But shouldn't be taking much longer. Loliot's school of Night Elf play in this matchup nowadays is heavily reliant on an early power spike with high levels and Huntresses and upgrades. And only later going for the expansion. I don't know if that's even playable anymore by StarShaped because he hasn't been creeping since the first 2 camps, so he's still far away from level 3. Instead, putting pressure on the main, forcing the Blade Master once again to return home. With the Telestaff, can do that pretty quickly. But as it turns out, the Lodge wasn't really delayed, neither was the Shadow Hunter, so the tech is still looking pretty good here for Hitman.
I agree. 2 peons, yes, they hurt, but sacrificing your level 3 for that. The timing is a little off for the tier 2 buildings, as the Lodge is absolutely safe with the 2 grunts at home. I like Hitman's play. Very solid, not flashy. Ooh, StarShaped going tier 3 even. And double lures.
He's playing MGs.
Yeah.
Or is he actually playing bears?
I don't think you can play bears against Shaman.
Dude, StarShaped for like the last couple of months, at least once or twice, told me that bears are actually good against Orc, and I was like, bro, no, please. Please, dude, don't. Don't do it, please.
He has strong opinions. That's for sure.
Is he actually going to play bears? Even the old bears weren't very good against Orc.
Well, the old Huns weren't too great either. It didn't hinder him from playing them.
Shadowrunner experience here is very low so far. StarShaped is looking for some kills, and with the Entangle coming in, this one grunt should be dead, I believe. Needs another Entangle, perhaps. Oh, it's close. Speed scroll almost getting the save, but StarShaped ready with the Entangle. He's got that Entangle timing down, yo.
Yep. And also, nice Shadow Melts. There's, for the entire game, no dust on Hitman, despite his clan name. Oops. That was Miss Rally, I guess. But this archer is still there. Oh, it's bears. Remo, it's bears.
Alright. Alright. I guess StarShaped doesn't want to win this match. But, you know, all kidding aside, let's see how he plays it. I'm trying to think back to the last pro player I saw trying to play bears. It may have been Check on Twisted Meadows on 1.28. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too great. But, you know, maybe he doesn't want to fight. Maybe once Zeppelin bear drops or something. StarShaped going one-on-one with the Blade Master. That's not what you want. Well, with Reju, maybe you do.
Is he playing Keeper solo?
Yeah.
So if you do play a second hero, like what second hero is even good? I mean, Alchemist is always decent, nice, okay, but what is really good? Like, you have to obviously go for a Tavern hero. Everything from the altar is shit. But what would you pick? Is that the biggest issue with this style? Maybe Pitlord would be good.
Pitlord could be good. Tinker could be good.
Eh.
Depends on what his strategy is.
I mean, it's bears. Just bears. Maybe one or two huntresses, but mostly bears.
I mean,
dude, look at StarShaped's confidence, though. This is so weird. He doesn't even have a master training yet.
Nope, it's on the way. It's almost done. And he's pushing with Entangle. He can get quite some kills, but Purge is there. Usually the natural counter against bears is Kodos, and we are not even close to Kodos at the moment. Reju is good. Serpent Wards doesn't do too much against bears. For now, that's a decent power spike. Blade Master goes into Windwalk again. Oh, the Purge, though. Bears are not able to move at all, and there's no staff for StarShaped ready, so he's losing the first out of 3.
Yeah. Bears. I don't know. There's a bestiary coming, by the way. Group runs have upgrades. Only Berserker Strength. Another Purge. Excuse me, Entangle coming in, but the Purge is ready. And I guess that's where the early aggression makes sense from StarShaped. His levels are gonna be nullified anyways because of Purge. But the Orcs won't be. Speed Scroll running in aggressively. Could have another Purge here against the Rejuvenation to force that TP. And that TP certainly will be forced.
He's trying to fight out by killing this grunt, but I don't think it's enough. Needs another shaman as well. Now he can go out, but sweet last hit. But I feel like this Keeper has hit an expiration date. And so have the Bears. Instantly going Kodos as Hitman. And reinforced defenses.
I think no matter what he does, is pretty good against bears. Like, he could go Wind Riders, pretty good. He could even go in Snare to lock some bears in the back, is pretty good. Even Spirit Walkers would be really good. Like, no matter what Orc makes, it's good against bears. That's the problem.
No love for my Witch Doctors.
Maybe even Witch Doctors would be good, maybe. Tower's coming up at the expand.
Is he towering now? Like a lot of wisps? Maybe even just for detonate against the shaman? Bears have 0/0 upgrades, StarShaped with 50 supplies, so is Hitman. Shop is gone. So no tiny Great Hall. Which of course isn't working because he's on tier 3. But no clarities.
Hitman is somewhat hesitant to engage here. And Roar casts it on everything. 1-0 upgrade. Okay, StarShaped, this is your big timing. Let's see how it goes.
One wisp can break through, but no detonate yet. Decent split, but not fast enough. Second detonate coming in. There's not much perch. Kodo has eaten. Both have eaten, but one is dead, and that's the healthy bear back on the battlefield. Good snipes by StarShaped so far. But this one survives.
Bears are starting to drop low, though. StarShaped is committing heavily for the Kodo. Gets it as well. And hits level 4. That's pretty nice. Has more mana to use now, but there's so many Serpent Wards around. And normally they're great against Huntresses, but they're also not too bad against Bears, as we can see here. Blade Master in trouble, though. Might be dying. Almost dead. But no dust.
No Scout, no Sentinel remaining. And StarShaped defeated by Snakes. Needs to step back. Needs to heal. 42 supply remaining only. Double tower up for Hitman. The American prevailed.
A big problem in that fight for Hitman was the shop was gone, so he didn't have speed scroll anymore, I believe. If he had speed scroll to get these Kodos in and out faster, this would have been much easier. So I must say, this was not as one-sided of an orc stomp as I thought it would be. So, you know, Bears didn't look completely useless yet. But the higher these heroes leveled, the stronger they become. It's not looking better for the Bears.
Yeah, and he continues to play only bears. We saw one Dryad, which was eaten alive by the Serpent Wards. And StarShaped didn't heal up the 2 bears that were in the main. So that's just fodder as well. Looks like the streak ends here. But Blade Master revealed. Heal wave, but only level 1. Blade is so close to dying. Gets up though.
Perhaps a bit ambitious here by Hitman to go up against the Bears at the fountain with barely any mana. So he's gonna fall back now, hoping to keep his Kodo alive, but that's of course a prime target for the Keeper, who has one more entangle right now. Oh, nice speed scroll. Saves that Kodo.
What can save StarShaped now? He has tier 3, but that's about it. He's trying to break the towers, taking more damage. Expansion at 30%. Brave little Blade Master, by the way. Only relying on the healing of his second hero.
It was the ring actually that saved him a couple of times this game. Armor points, boys. They're a big deal.
All the bears so low. Kodo is in for a snag. Misses the first one. Gets the second one. And perks are so nice. He gets the bear out again. Kills another. Oh! Staff out immediately after. Nice save. And another Kodo dead. That's always 1,000 damage on each Kodo.
But the Bears also all pretty bruised. I'm kind of surprised that Hitman isn't making more Shaman. He's completely transitioning out of Shaman. Might be a problem against Entangle, but the Blade Master once again barely gets away, as he's been doing this entire game. Hasn't died yet. This is not Fly playing.
No Entangle anymore. Saving all the bears with barely any HP back to the fountain, but Hitman only has to wake up the creeps, and then this should be his for the taking.
That was nicely done. Wakes it up with the Kodo and immediately ready for the Devour when the Bears retreat. Was a little bit scary here from Hitman for a while. But it seems like he has now stabilized. The expansion is finished. The shop is coming up as well. More healing will be accomplished with salves and clarities and so on. And Hitman can even easily go into upkeep right now if he pleases.
Yeah, I would love to see a Zeppelin and some drops of the bears into the main, maybe, to take out 1 or 2 buildings.
Zeppelin always dangerous against bad riders, though.
Yep, that is correct. But that's his only chance, I feel. Like, straight up fights don't work. Too many Kodos. Good control by Hitman. Levels starting to be there as well.
L4 Shadow, that's really nice for the level 2 heal wave now. Hitman kind of has everything he needs, yeah. And StarShaped is running out of time. Quickly running out of time.
2 bears again, just vanished.
Yeah, the way I see it, bears remain a question mark in this matchup, if I want to be generous. I would rather, if I was to give it a symbol, I would give it the thumbs down symbol instead of a question mark, maybe. But StarShaped does still, as it seems, believe in them. This time, though, this game, they're not going to be working out.
Kodo healed again. 4 Kodos, 3 bears in their stomachs. And it's time for the Shadow Hunter to finally bite the dust. StarShaped is fighting hard, but okay, not anymore. The streak is over. 2 semifinals in a row is what StarShaped was able to accomplish. This time he falls in the round of 16, and welcome Hitman to the round of 8.
And that could be lining up for Hitman versus Happy, perhaps, in the semifinals. Ooh, that would be pretty spicy.
We'll take
Hitman versus Sonic is going to be our next match, by the way, which is also really good. And the winner of that against Happy.
Okay, let's go ahead of ourselves. Here's the bracket. Happy fighting versus Edo at the moment. As you said, Hitman versus Sonic is our quarterfinal that we will follow. In the bottom part of the bracket, Foggy versus Ente and Insup versus Side. So 1 undead guaranteed in the semifinal. 2 actually.
Yeah.
With Happy and Edo fighting against each other.